Dr. Kelly Tribble here, the Faculty Academy. Just got a couple of minutes here to walk you through filling out our new online version of our Faculty Fellowship Funding application. Before you get started, you need your documentation. I've got my hotel documentation here, my estimates for what that would cost. I've got my conference registration information and all that stuff. So, but before I can sit down and start filling it out, I need to have this electronically. So make sure before you start to fill out this application, you've got your documentation electronically. You can either scan it in, or if it's already on a website, just print the PDF and it's on your desktop. So let's go take a look at this now that it's electronic. Okay, so as you see, I've got my registration information here in a Word document. And by the way, you can combine as much as you need to in a single Word or PDF document. I've got that here. I've also got my hotel information in a PDF form, so that's sitting there on the desktop and waiting for me to use. So I've got my documentation electronically, and now I'm going to go to the application itself. I'm not going to spend all this time filling out every single one of these forms, but I do want to point out a few things. If you filled out an online form before, this should be pretty obvious what you have to do. Your deadline dates are here, so if I'm applying for spring of 2014, then I can look up here and say, okay, November the 1st is my deadline for spring 2014 funding. So fill out your name will already appear there because you will log in under your name. You will add your phone number, your colleague ID, select your campus, your department and your division. You'll let us know if this is a first time you've ever applied for funding or if you have applied before. And then you will just state the name, sponsoring organization, and location of the event you're going to. You'll indicate the dates here. If you've applied to be a presenter, that could help your chances perhaps. We've have check boxes for you to indicate if you've applied or if your presentation has been accepted. Click the next button and you'll get taken to page 2 of 4. We've got some built-in indication here, so you kind of keep track of what page you're on. And here's where you'll fill out all your, basically, how are you going to share this information, how is it going to benefit the college, and especially how is it going to benefit the students. Specifically, we have modified one question that says, describe briefly how your attendance at this event will directly contribute to increased student success. So that's in accordance with our college goals. And down here under program areas, which Faculty Academy program areas will be addressed by this event? Is this a teaching and learning enhancement that's going on? Is this discipline enhancement? Is this something specific to technology, classroom technology? Or is this just general institutional development? So if it's required to maintain your program accreditation, there's where you will click that and describe that. We'll click next. Again, and here's where your expenditures are. Down here, it's going to add up all your expenses for you. You'll see if I say, okay, my registration fee is $250. If my hotel accommodations will be maybe $389.50. Maybe I have some parking fee of $25, and as you can see, all that is automatically added up in the total of estimates here. And then you can request the same amount or a different amount in funds. In other words, if your total amount is, say, $1,500, but you only wish to request $1,000, that's up to you. Maybe you have different funding from another source. Maybe you're going to personally contribute some money towards this yourself. Maybe you've gone ahead and just agreed to pay for your own airfare since you're also going to be visiting family in the area. Who knows? But down here is where you will attach those documenting files that I mentioned. So we click here to attach a file. It allows us to browse, and we will go find our PDF. This is our hotel documentation. So I click locate it and click OK, and then click attach. And then I can see where it is attached here. And now you need to, it is required that you type some description of what is inside that file. So this is hotel cost estimation. Then I have another one I need to attach. Click and then browse. And it is I put my conference registration information in a Word file, so I will attach that. And this could be anything, by the way. We'll pretend it's conference registration. It's airfare estimate and parking estimate. And you can attach up to 3 different files there. I click next. And this is the final page, page 4 of 4, and this is simply where you designate who needs to sign off on these things. So you will yourself have to designate your department chair, the dean, the vice president, and the president in each one of these. Now, if you are a department chair, you do need to include your own name here as the department chair, and then you will have to go and approve your own application so that it can get the ball rolling and be passed up to your dean. You can either type their Outlook username if you know it, or you can simply look them up. If I click the little lookup box here, a little window pops up, and I can search for someone. I'll search for my own name, Marshall Tribble. I click it and click OK, and now it puts me in there. If I happen to know somebody's, like I said, Outlook username, Gloria Dart Garcia, type it in there, and when you click tab, it will recognize it. If it doesn't recognize it, if I type in Cherie.Tribble, who doesn't exist, and it will let you know that, hey, that we did not find a match for Cherie Tribble, and you'll have to get rid of that. So once I do have all the appropriate names included, I scroll down here, I certify that the information that is provided is true. It puts my name and the current date automatically in these fields. And then I click submit. Well, I click submit, and you will either then get an error message if there was something incomplete, or you will get this application was successfully submitted notice. And at each stage of the process, you will get a notice. As each person approves it, you will get a notice via email that it has been approved and moved on to the next stage. So if it is being held up and it has not gotten to our office yet, you'll be able to know by looking at your email on whose desk it is sitting. So that's it. That's the application. Hope it is worthwhile for you. Thank you very much.